Former President Bush being honored a few hours from now at Washington's National Cathedral. Mark Meredith joining us live from Washington with more on this. Mark, good morning.
And good morning to you, Leah. Right now, the president's body remains here at the U.S. Capitol. But as you were just talking about, a few hours from now, that's when we're going to see the motorcade begin to move this ceremony from where we've been here on Capitol Hill to the National Cathedral. It's about 5 miles away, and it's where the nation will offer a final goodbye to the former president. This morning, a steady stream of mourners continued to visit the casket of former President George H.W. Bush. Later this morning, Mr. Bush's casket will leave the Capitol, moving to the National Cathedral, where President Trump, all of the living former presidents, and thousands more will gather to honor the 41st president. On Tuesday, President and Mrs. Trump met privately with the Bush family at Blair House across from the White House. President Trump is not expected to deliver remarks at this morning's memorial service, but former president and Mr. Bush's son, George W. Bush, is scheduled to speak. On Tuesday, several high-profile Republicans, including Bob Dole and Colin Powell, visited Capitol Hill to pay their respects. Meanwhile, on the Senate floor, lawmakers from both parties praised Mr. Bush's legacy.
He was a devoted public servant who fought to defend our freedoms.
And he signed the Bipartisan American with Disabilities Act.
After this morning's memorial service, Mr. Bush's body will be flown back to Texas. Officials say he will be laid to rest at his presidential library in College Station. And everything about today really has been planned out to the minute. As we were looking at the schedule, they have a very precise timeline of how things will happen this morning at the Capitol, when the body will be brought down the Capitol steps around 10 a.m., a little under 4 hours from now. And that's when we expect to see the motorcade begin to bring the Bush family, as well as several friends and family, to the National Cathedral. And then, as we were talking about, the president will be flying back to Texas a little bit later today. Mark and Leah?
Yeah, we'll all be watching. Thank you so much, Mark.